All right, what is up? Welcome to the Bros from Bolsa Avenue podcast with your host, BrandonVDang and
Pham.
Brian Pham.
Yay! Got some effects going on.
We got some effects.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Hey, all right, so today's show is going to be about incels.
Incels.
Have you ever heard of incels, Brian?
What? Like in your cells? What are you talking about?
It's incel means, pull up the definition. Incel basically means a guy who can't get laid.
Oh, what?
Yeah, a guy who can't get laid.
For what reasons? Like physically, like what are some of the conditions or reasons why?
That's a good question. Let's go through the definition. It says a person, usually a man, it's almost always a man who's an incel. Okay, an incel means an involuntary celibate. So an incel is a person, usually a man, who regards himself or herself as being involuntarily celibate and typically expresses extreme resentment and hostility towards those who are sexually active.
Oh, so they're hating on people that are...
Most of the time, it's not really. It's just really they have a problem with getting laid.
Okay.
Okay, so let's break it down. What is a celibate? A celibate is someone who doesn't have sex.
Premarital, right? Yeah.
Right. And involuntarily means that they're not choosing to be
Right.
celibate. Okay. So this is a problem mostly men are facing. Like I said, usually a man, because women, they can go to the club. They could be 300 pounds. They're going to find someone who's willing to fuck them. Like they're going to be finding a dude willing to fuck them, right? So let's get to it. Look, this is a Twitter. This is a X post from an incel account. So if you want to read it with me, Brian, here you read it, bro.
Yeah, man. Do some daily reading.
Okay.
All right. If you want my situation to change, find me a girlfriend. I'm 30 years old, and I've been through this whole cycle of self-improvement like 3 times already, and it hasn't improved my situation. If the words out your mouth aren't, I have someone that might be interested, or I'll help you find someone, then I'm not really interested in hearing it. I don't want to hear about the gym or some magical miracle gum that have healing properties. We want girlfriends, not a fucking lecture.
Right?
Damn,
So
damn, bro. All right.
Right. So the problem is these incels are 30 years old and haven't gotten laid yet. They can't find women. They can't find a girlfriend. And if you see the posts, he's basically saying, man, I just find me a girlfriend. Like I've tried this. I tried everything. I've tried self-improvement. He's 30 years old. I don't know if you gone through it, just feeling like dating is a desert, where there was a time in my life where I did feel like that, where like, wow, this whole dating thing, it feels like a desert. I'm looking for water, but I can't get any water. And I think there's a whole group of, like a whole movement now that has a name to it, incels. And I don't know, if you come off just slightly misogynistic, then girls will label you as an incel.
And then, yeah, so I had to actually re-look at the definition of misogynistic, and that pretty much just means you're like one sex hating on the other sex. Is that right?
No, misogyny is men that hate women.
Oh, strictly.
Hate, yes, is men. Misogynistic. Yes, that is the definition. Let me, double check and make sure that, okay? Misogyny. Misogyny is the dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women. So it's one-sided. Misogyny is if you're usually, I think a woman could be misogynist, but you just hate women. Like hate, and that's a strong word, hate.
Yeah.
But if you say something just critical, nowadays, the feminism, girls would literally tell you that, oh, you're being misogynistic for being slightly critical of women.
Yeah, like so you're saying some of these guys that are incels might just have like 1 or 2 strong opinions and then they get reamed on for it?
No, well, they definitely come off as hating because, women have something they want, but they can't get it.
They're not able to obtain it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're not able to obtain it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a whole account, a community of men that lack romantic relationships despite trying. They're trying, but they can't get it. What do you think is the problem, Brian? Why do you think these guys can't get women?
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
I'm
What
a
do you mean
numbers
by
guy.
that? Okay, what do you mean by that?
You gotta keep going. You gotta like. There's like what, north of like 7 billion people out there in the world, right? I don't know like the certain demographics or like the numbers of like women to men, but I'm sure. I mean, if something's not working out for you and you're not getting the results you're looking for, you got to just keep going. Don't get me wrong. I know dating's pretty tough, and like, you know, at the speed of things now and like the availability and options we have, people probably have really short, like, you know, attention spans, or, you know, get easily distracted. But yeah, you got to be pretty headstrong and just keep going. Like you gotta 10x your numbers. Like if you're out there dating or like looking for a partner, you got to expose yourself into more different circles, right? So like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you're like into archery, like you tap into that community, you might find your boo thing there, right? Church is a good place. A lot of people have found love at church, temple, right? It's just like, you know, you start getting involved more with things that you're into and your interests, and you might meet someone like awesome there. And then also you got to like tap into your network of like friends, families, friends. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it more like numerically, but typically when you're not getting something that you desire, it's an issue of like effort and volume.
What would you say if they're saying, Brian, I'm doing all of this. I'm talking to so many women. I go to church. I approach every woman that I see, but I'm just not getting.
They're doing everything.
I'm just not getting results.
So maybe they have to. Now I kind of sound like I'm contradicting myself, but now you got to stop trying.
Interesting. Yes,
Yeah.
there is. You could try too hard.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like I feel like it's just the extremes, right? Like you might be trying so hard, you're shooting your chances, your shot. So you need to just cool off a bit, you know, take a step back and reassess the situation and maybe try to attract more, right? Like just chill out, do your thing, stay in your lane. That's if you're doing everything you can and it's not working out. You gotta adjust. But yeah, no matter what though, like what's the quote? Like every action, including inaction, has a definite result. So as long as you're doing something or you have a game plan, I think you're going to be okay. But if you're like completely doing nothing, then yeah, you're not going to get any results, right? I mean, nothing's going to come out of doing nothing. So it's either try really hard or don't try at all. That'd be my advice to someone that's gone through, what did that guy say? Like 3 cycles of self-improvement. He's 30 now, has no success, doesn't want the gym bullshit, doesn't want like all the like fake coaching stuff. It's like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, look, because the way I see it is multifaceted, you know. Let's say if he does look good, he's probably lacking in another area socially wise or something. I don't know his problem, but from just looking at the Twitter, just looking at the tweets of this account, Involuntary Celibate, this whole account,
is it these guys bitching?
Dude, they're bitching. I read the account and I'm like, man, you guys are just, what is it called? You ever heard of the term where learn helplessness?
Learn helplessness.
You ever heard of learn helplessness?
Mm-mm.
Okay, this is learn helplessness, meaning researchers would tie an elephant to a pole onto the ground, right? The elephant would realize, oh, I can't get away from this pole because they're tied to it. So they've learned to be helpless, meaning that even though when the researchers take the rope outside of the pole, the elephant still doesn't move out because it has learned.
They're so conditioned, right?
It has conditioned to feel helpless.
Got you.
You know, so it doesn't try to improve its situation.
I see.
Because it has just failed over and over and over. It knows I can't get out, so they're like, "Fuck it, who cares? I'm just gonna be stuck here and whatever, right?"
Yeah, and no, that would totally make sense. You know, they're also in like that community, right? They're following that. They're like active in it. If they are, then they're just constantly around that energy and like that type of behavior. It's not kind of really be beneficial, you know, you got to switch it up. Um, yeah, I don't know. That like it'd be nice if there was some more context. Like, what are you struggling with? Okay, what have you tried, right? Yeah, what's your take on it?
Yeah, no, okay. This account is totally the fetus attitude. The fetus. It goes off all about, oh, only good looking guys get women, only the best of the best, alpha male, strong, chiseled jawed guys get women. And it's just such a defeatist attitude. And that's where I believe this person or this account is going wrong with women. If you're gonna have that mindset, I guarantee you it is leaking in other areas of your life.
Oh, definitely.
It is leaking in other areas of your life. So when you have a defeatist attitude here with women, well, when you go on a date with women, they feel that energy from you, right? They feel that
Absolutely.
energy from you, knowing that, okay, this guy's not confident in himself. He doesn't believe in himself. He doesn't think that he's a strong, capable man. All he cares about, he's just bitching about, oh, good looking guys have it easy. Only the girls go for male models, which is entirely untrue. Untrue. I've seen girls with like just mid-looking dudes. I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that you could be bummy and get chicks, but what I'm saying is
Excuse me.
that defeatist attitude is what's preventing you from getting further with women,
Yeah.
and that's what I don't like about the incel culture. It's basically telling other guys that, you know what, guys, just give up. You know, just give up. You don't. Self-improvement is a constant game. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we're dealt with different hands. You might have to self-improve 10 years before you find a result.
Yeah, I mean, like just reading that, like, you know, no, like disrespect to this guy, but it's like 3 cycles, bro. That's nothing. Like, you should be going through 3 cycles of self improvement, like a month. Like,
And
you,
what the fuck does he mean by self-improvement? What
yeah,
is he
yeah,
doing?
like define that, right? Um, but like you said, it's a constant thing, and like, you know, it's funny when we talk about self improvement because if we are to talk about like the longevity of a relationship, let's say you find someone like your ride or die, that's a constant game. Like to maintain that and to have that grow and like come into fruition, you need to constantly adapt and like be improving your game. So, you know, your girl is still into you. Like you got to be constantly courting. If you want it to like last, of course, you know. Otherwise, you know, it's gonna have an expiration date.
No, it's true. When you're in a relationship, that's more important. Where you constantly have to be improving
Right.
and getting better and evolving. Okay. At the same time, you want to court her like you guys just met.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you first meet a girl and you're courting her, you're taking her out, you're doing this. You still want to do that, but as a man, you still have to keep evolving. You can't be the same 20-year-old dude when you're 40.
Right.
Okay. And what's funny about incels when they say, "Oh, I want a girlfriend, I want a girlfriend." I remember being there where you thought when you couldn't get a girlfriend, you're like, "Dude, I just want to get a girlfriend and know what it's like." And then once you get a girlfriend, Brian, do you realize and you get in a fight, you're like, "What the hell am I doing? Why do us men even have to deal with women?"
Yeah. Like, why did I even sign up for this? Like, what's going on? Did I make a mistake? Yeah, no. I think it's one of those human nature thingies, right? Where it's just like you want what you don't have, and then once you get it, that high is like, you know, short lived or whatever. It's like buying a new car or like anything, right? Of course, with the relationship, it's different, right? With a girl or finding love, it's a lot more, you know, there's a lot more meaning behind it. But I hear you. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No, here. So there was this one time where I remember I've never had a girlfriend at that time, and then Brian, you would come to us, the
Really?
guys, yes, and then you would tell us, guys, enjoy your single life.
Yeah. No, like,
No, he said, guys, enjoy your single life. I'm like, man, Brian, I'm out here. I'm trying to get one, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Enjoy your single life. He's like, bro, man, these girls out here, like these girls, man, you just probably just got in a fight, and you're like, man, it's just not worth it. And now that I have when I had a girlfriend and wife, I understood. Yeah, like what phrase was true to me was you can't live with them and you can't live without them.
oh, absolutely.
That's girls. That's women.
That's been since the beginning of time, and that's not gonna go away. That saying,
That's so true, bro. Because when you don't have them, you're like, dude, I just want girls. And then when you do have them, you're like, dude, why do I have to deal with them?
Like, what am I doing with my life? These choices I'm making. Yeah, at the end of the day, too, I mean, you know, you have a choice, right? And it's like, I feel like with a lot of these guys or whatever that community is, it's like, okay, you're choosing to be like having like being in a sense of like defeat and like, yeah, like you're choosing to not do something different. You know, I mean, I don't know. Everyone's going to have their like insecurities and their own like, you know, experiences where they might feel like, you know, they're not up to par or they can't, you know, live up to expectations, but you got to do the best you can, right?
I think it's a good time to go over victim mentality versus victor mentality.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so incels, they're doing the victim mentality, saying that, hey, I was born ugly. There's nothing I can do. I'm a victim of my circumstances. But you could always look at people who are, you could also have the opposite mindset where you're a victim mindset. Hey, I don't care if I was born ugly doing this. I will do whatever it takes to become more attractive. Any guy who was born short can put on muscle. Any guy who was fat when he was younger can lose weight. So that's the approach I would take. I'm not saying, you know, if you can't deform, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm saying you were born a 6, a 5 average, anyone could improve at least 2 points, 2 to 3 points. Working out, dude, you know, like let's say Kevin Hart, he's short, but I bet you right now he could get a lot of chicks. Why?
Oh, he get whatever he wants. Yeah.
From what? From him putting in the work. Okay, so that's victor versus victim. You never want to be a victim mindset. But I just thought there was an interesting X post talking about men and women. Not necessarily about incel, but Brian, let's go through this tweet. What does this tweet say?
Whatever. What
Yes,
account is
buy
whatever?
a whatever. Whatever is a
Just random
they
stuff.
they're doing a podcast about female and male relationships.
Okay, so this
So
was
they do a podcast. They invite multiple women on, and they talk about females and males. So
oh, this is recent. Huh? This is yesterday.
very recent, yes.
Okay, so recently been asking women if men they are dating should take a bullet for them, and if they would date a man who would not. Most say yes, men should, and they would not date a man who was unwilling to sacrifice his life to save hers. Nobody bats an eye at this gender expectation, the ultimate gender expectation to literally die for a woman. But if men say women should cook or women should take care of the household, you are immediately labeled a sexist, misogynist. Oh, okay, interesting. Men are viewed as the disposable sex, always have been. It is insane that there's so much attention on the benign gender expectations placed on women, cooking, cleaning, household chores, and nothing on the massive burden placed on men. Many women want us men to literally die for them, but many scoff at the idea of cooking us a meal or being submissive. Clown world. Ah.
Okay, so the tweet is basically talking about gender expectations,
yeah.
Meaning that, especially nowadays, when women are asked on these podcasts, oh, what do you want in a man? They say, oh, I want 6 figures, 6-inch dick, 6 foot in height. So they're all looking at the top 1% of men. That's the expectation they have on a potential mate.
I just noticed, bro. It's the devil's play, huh?
That's what people say.
6'6", 6-figure income, 6-inch dick, and what? 6 foot tall?
Yeah, 6 foot tall, exactly.
Dangerous.
And so this is what the tweet's talking about. Okay, so when women are asked, should a man take a bullet for you? Us men, we feel that is our obligation. If we had a wife, a daughter, a girlfriend, even. I wouldn't say girlfriend. That's just me. But like to take a life of a girl, I don't know. But my wife, who is the mother of my child, yes, we are expected to take a bullet for women. But when men have certain type of standards or expectations for women, such as, oh, I want my woman to cook and clean for me, well, we are labeled a sexist misogynist. Like, so do you see how there's a discrepancy between what the sex is?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And they say men are viewed as the disposable sex. This is what incel culture is all about. No one gives a fuck about incels. No one cares if you can't get laid. I'm sorry. That's just straight up. So this is what the pressure of incels, and they kind of feel they're just like checking out of the dating market because men are just disposable. Hey, if you can't get laid, okay, whatever. Who cares? But and look at today's culture where, oh, if a woman is fat, no fat shaming. That's so fucked up. Do not hurt a woman's feelings. If she wants to eat Doritos all day, she should, and she should be beautiful as well. So it's just something the way our culture is going, where society does not care about men. Society does not care about men and their problems, and we are coddling women. So that's the whole incel thing, which brings me to the next story of the fat cat. Okay, Brian, you heard of fat cat? Yes, you did. The other day I told you about fat cat. You know?
Only because he told me, but I would have never. I might have not have ever come across it. Like,
okay, yeah. So let's go through the story real quick because I believe this guy, fat cat, was an incel. I'm pretty sure he's an incel because the way it goes up, I know for sure he did not have game. He probably didn't even bang this chick.
Oh, he had game, but just not that type
of
game.
Oh, yes. He had a different type of game. He had a different type of game. And I don't want to come off as, hey, this guy lost his life. He went through suicide.
Yeah, rest in peace, brother.
Yes. Rest in peace. Okay. But let's go through the story. The suicide of Fat Cat. So a 21-year-old Chinese male gamer known as Fat Cat jumped off a bridge in China. The incident gained widespread media attention for the following month, especially in Southeast Asian countries. So the incident has been called the Fat Cat jumped into the river incident. Okay, so let's go through the story. Okay, the story is a gamer, a 18-year-old. You know, he was a really good gamer, and in 2022 he met Tan Zhu. Was born in 1997 through the mobile game Honor of Kings. So this guy was a really good gamer of a mobile game called Honor of Kings. And what happened was that he was so good that people would pay him to play for under account, right? Aren't you a gamer? Like before, how much you gamed and doesn't know what people did?
So I'm not a gamer. I'm not that great at games, but I have played like MMOs and I'm familiar with what he was doing. So basically you're like farming, you're trying to get like money, resources, account, like things for an account, and people are paying you for this, right? It's pretty much some people will call it cheating, right? I mean, it is technically cheating. You're not producing and doing it yourself, but yeah, it's lucrative and it has. Man, it's just crazy how common it has become throughout the years. But yeah.
Okay, so he was making money through gaming from just a mobile game. That's his primary source of income. It's called game boosting. So he would play under someone's account, a booster account, and they would pay him. So what would happen was he met this girl named Tan Zhu. Let's show a picture. Okay, let's show a picture of these two. So that on the left is the gamer, Fat Cat, and on the right is pretty hot looking Chinese chick. Which look, even if you see photos, bro, I guarantee she's doing Facetune. She probably has surgery, and even like this is just a something for the guys out there. Okay, he met up with her, well not met up with her, but he decided, wow, she messaged him, met through the game, and he is like going through a full relationship with this girl just through a picture of her, through pictures and chats and texts, maybe some FaceTime calling. But from what I've read, they probably met, they might have met maybe twice or never. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but they were an internet relationship. You see her, she's pretty good looking, bro. A lot of guys would fall for this. She looks like the prototypical, you know, the Asian chick that's into crypto and tries to scam. You know, have you ever seen that on X?
Yeah. No,
yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so she looks like just prototypical, you know, pretty hot Asian chick. So
kind of looks like a streamer. Like I could picture her like streaming and like, you know.
There. Okay, hold on. I didn't fix Brian's camera, bro.
Oh, what happened? Did it
No,
move?
because okay, I just like the framing. All right, so the framing, you want to. Okay, this is framing. You want just a little space here. It makes you.
I am moving a lot though.
More authoritative.
Unless the
Okay, you're
camera
good
moved.
now. Yeah, you're good.
Just
You're
stay put?
perfect now. Yeah,
Stay
yeah,
put?
Wait, stay put. I should add like a monitor here, so all look. This would be dope, right? Okay, so as they're chatting with each other, Fat Cat and Tanzu agreed to marry in May of 2024. Ooh, May 2024. So,
Oh,
however,
wait, what? They're supposed to marry this month?
yes, they agreed to marry
Oh, okay.
in the chat logs. However, in April 2024, Tanzu, the chick, broke up with Fat Cat, saying that he could not provide her with emotional value, which is absolute bullshit. Basically, she was just trying to take money from him, okay? So during this relationship, he was sending money to her, okay, whatever he earned. And as she said she wanted to break up with him, he traveled to where she was living, but Tanzu, she refused his suggestion of cohabitation. He then transferred his remaining RMB 66,000 to Tanzu and then jumped off the bridge.
Wait, what? He sent her all like money before he killed himself?
These are the freaking yes, he did. These are the This is what happens when you're an incel and you don't know how to deal with chicks. He sent his last 8,000 to her, 8,000 USD to her before he died. This is what happens when you don't understand how to get with women and you don't know how to get what you want. You are gonna do stupid shit like this.
That's crazy.
Yes, that's crazy. So, according to Fat Cat's family, he had transferred a total of RMB 510,000 to Tanzu online over the course of 2 years. That's the equivalent of 71,000 USD. Bro, he sent a total of 71,000 USD, Brian. Okay. So when he jumped off the bridge, his body was found 12 days later. Following the incident, Tanzu, the chick, publicly apologized for her actions and expressed regret. And as the family looked through the chats, they did find out that yes, he did send her 71,000 USD throughout the 2 years.
Damn.
Okay. So this is a huge story in Southeast Asia. Bro, I need to get some goddamn fucking water, bro. I'm talking to Brian, take over.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm just thinking about it. Like, this kid's pretty young. You said what? He's 19?
He's 19, and yes, he died at 21.
And he has 71K stashed away?
71K from gaming.
Not bad, man. That's pretty good. That's impressive if you're that young and you have like 70 racks. But to take your own life because things aren't working out with the girl, or you're not getting what you want, that's not cool. Like, you got so much to live for. There's other things that you got your whole life ahead of you. You're so young, like, man, that sucks. I wish there was like someone there for him, or like some different path that he could have taken, right? But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's solely her fault either, right? I mean, he made the decision to do it, so.
Bro, she's a goddamn predator.
She's absolutely, I mean, it's not cool what she did, but it's not like she was like planting the idea, right, for him to like kill himself. I mean, who knows though? We don't truly know what happened, but
no, dude, here's the thing. Obviously, look, he's a top gamer making money, primary income from gaming. I would think that that's all he knows is to game. He doesn't understand women. He doesn't understand relationships. He probably was an incel, because why would anyone else partake in an online relationship where you haven't really met with her and she's a long distance relationship and she's just requesting money from you all the time? A total of 70,000, bro. It wasn't one payment. She probably kept on asking him. She was 27. He was 21.
Yeah.
Okay, when he was 21, she was 27. And to think that, bro, a hot chick that's 27 years old, she has had so much practice with men. Don't they're not all angels, bro. Trust me on that, okay?
Yeah.
So,
no, I'm not saying she's an angel at all, but I'm just saying.
no,
like,
she's a straight predator. She is a straight predator.
But it's like, damn, to take your life, bro. Like, that's
Yes,
heavy.
okay, yes, that's on him, you know. But okay, as a 27-year-old hot chick, she has dealt with an unfathomable amount of male attention. So she knows how to navigate her beauty. Okay? So she takes her beauty. She knows. She goes on an app. She probably doesn't even play the fucking game. She just knows that, okay, there's guys out on this app. And she finds out, oh, wow, this is the best gamer. He's making money. Boom. You start a chat. You pretend that you love him. Guys, these guys don't know any better. 21-year-old pro gamer. He doesn't know anything else. And as he's sending money to her, I know in her mind, she's like, man, this is so easy. Just taking money from a fucking baby. I request anything. She opened a flower shop with his money. Hey, fat cat, I need some money. I want to open this flower shop. Boom. He gave her money. She opened a flower shop. When the story broke out, she had to close that down. And that is the danger of not understanding how to navigate with women, not getting... Women are 50% of the population. You're going to have to deal with them one way or another in your life. Some guys just decide not to deal with them at all, MGTOW. Some guys, be a victim of their schemes of taking you for all your money where you want to kill yourself. And also, we haven't gotten to divorce, how they're taking half of men's wealth out here. So yeah, man, that is the danger of not getting your game together, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Fat Cat. Look at Fat Cat. This chick, dude, I would imagine if this was a fake picture. I don't think so anymore because
Of the chick?
yeah, of the chick. No, I don't think it is because
Are they saying it's fake?
no. I'm saying like it easily could be that. You know how many catfish there are on the internet?
Yeah, absolutely.
They,
Now with AI too, it's
like a dude could pose as a girl just using good pictures and guys will fall for it.
right.
Okay? But she's obviously, bro, I mean, I would fall for it. I would fall for her. She looks good. Good Asian chick. Okay?
I guess I mean we gotta make sure the other brothers that are out there, whether you're an incel or you're a weeb or whatever you want to call yourself or whatever, if you're a guy, take care of yourself. Like just never send money if you don't need to. Anything that sounds too good to be true is probably too good to be true, right? Like it's like these little things that you could like implement and safeguard yourself, but it takes practice, it takes time and experience, and you gotta learn. Like you definitely gotta learn.
So yeah, so he's he's heartbroken because he finds out, okay, this girl doesn't love him that he thought she did. He invested so much into her while she didn't invest anything back.
Yeah, she just took.
Exactly,
Yeah,
took. He basically found out he got scammed for a lot of money. At 21 years old, I bet you 70K is a whole lot of money where you feel like you can't recover. At 21, like he's too young to realize that there's so much time available. He could still get back up on his feet, right?
Yeah.
So he decided to kill himself. And that is the ultimate, ultimate.
It's heartbreaking for sure.
It's heartbreaking. And it became a Southeast Asia. It blew up. This story blew up in Southeast Asia. And dude, they at the place that he suicided, they brought McDonald's, they brought flowers. It was bigger than like an NBA parade, So, what everyone can learn from this is one skill that men need to learn is knowing a woman's true interest level in him. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You only want to go with women who have a genuine interest in you. Genuine interest. Genuine sexual interest. They find you sexually attractive as well. And if a girl just is, talking to you, chatting with you, but she doesn't want to meet with you, she's only asking for money, you need to read between the lines.
Yeah, you got to look at the signs. Like,
read between the lines. Don't go off her what she says. Go off what she does.
actions.
That is the biggest thing. Yes.
Yeah, actions are everything.
Her actions. I don't care if she's telling you I love you every single night, but if she's not willing to fly to where you're at to see you and bang you, she does not have genuine interest. A girl who has genuine interest, bro, they will do so much just to be next to you, with you, and be there for you. Okay? She will fly across the country to see you if she has genuine burning desire. That is the type of women you want to deal with. Not ones who are just asking for money and never wanting to see you. Okay? So, man, I think that's all we got for today, bro.
Yeah, let that soak in, Definitely.
Let that soak in. Let's go through some book. I got some bookmarks on my ex.
I got some bookmarks.
Yeah, he's got some bookmarks on my ex.
What you got? Yeah, it hits me, man. Because
let's start. Let's be more. Okay. We could be more critical of women. This is some viral content. Be critical of women.
No. Like I don't need to bash on like that.
No, we're
like,
not. I'm not bashing. That is.
I see what you mean, but I'll just bring in my personal experience, right? Like, you've dealt with heartbreak before, right? And
definitely.
like something not going right with a girl, right? I think, yeah. If you haven't yet, I think it's a valuable thing. Everyone's got to experience it. Does it feel like the world's kind of ending and crumbling on you? Absolutely. You feel very defeated, right? You just feel like, man, like I'm not good enough. Like, what can I do? The world's an emptier place. You're in your feels. But when you really take a step back and just reassess and be like, okay, well, what could I do about it, right? Like, what's the next course of action? Do I just meddle in this and marinate in all the sadness and just keep feeling defeated and victimized? Or do I do something, right, to change this circumstance? And I think that's what a lot of people have trouble doing. It's just you got to keep going. It's not the end of the world. There's a lot of people out there. And also, you owe it to yourself to look for something better or something that fits you and genuinely, has interest in you. Otherwise, you're kind of you're wasting your time. Like, you really are. But everyone has a different pace, completely understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's not only men out here are having dating problems. Okay,
yeah,
so
sure.
let's go on to the other side.
Yeah, segue into that.
Let's segue, yes, because incels is not a woman issue because women can get sex very easily, super easily. Have you ever seen the experiments where they'll have a woman come up to men and ask, "Hey, do you want to have sex?" And about 90% of the guys be like, "Yeah, sure."
No.
And then it's the opposite. For if a guy goes up to a woman and say, "Hey, do you want to have sex?" I think he struck out all the time. Maybe 1% said yes. Out of 100, one said yes. Oh yeah, sure. So the guys are willing to have sex. And so, yes, the women are gatekeepers of sex. Therefore, they don't have problems with sex. What a woman's problem is long-term relationships. Okay? So here's a tweet where it's a screenshot of a certain video by Courtney Ryan. It says 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030.
That's a hook.
That is that 2040 right now is 2030.
That's
right
soon,
now.
bro. That's like 6 years.
Okay, so in 6 years, 45% of women will be single and childless.
That might be accurate with the way things are going and just people not wanting to date and stuff or not finding the right person.
And you know what's funny though? I don't think women care either. I don't think women care. Like, oh, single and childless, cool. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think like co-parenting is like becoming more of a thing, like not being married, but just
No,
like
single and childless. I'm saying both.
oh,
They're saying
single
both
and
and
childless.
childless. Yes, like a cat lady.
Like a cat lady.
Who was our high school teacher that was just a hoarder and no, actually no. Let's not talk about her. She was all right, man. All right, 45% will be single and childless by 2030. And why is this happening? It's because man, girls are fucking used up, bro. No, here's what I'm saying, okay? Guys don't want to marry anymore. Guys are checking out of marriage.
I mean,
It's because they're like, why? They're like, dude, less than 5% of women are virgins when they get married. Over 20% of women had more than 10 sex partners before they get married. That number was only 2% in 1970s, post-sex revolution.
I think there's to add on that. It's just like there's so many variables right now, right? In like modern life, financially, geopolitical risks, stability.
No, here, I found some. I heard something interesting.
The news, right? It's like, dude, divorce rates keep going up. So then, like in your head, like some of these guys, like I kind of understand why some of these incel guys, like they might have like that fear and that victim mentality. Like I get it, but it doesn't mean you got to succumb to it, right? But it's doing its work in the background in the subconscious, and people are like giving up, tapping out, right? But yeah, it's not over until you give up. So if you're giving up, it's
No, really, it's cycles to life and everything. So back then, we're Vietnamese, right? Our parents had a bunch of brothers and sisters. So our grandparents had a lot of children.
yeah, different though.
And why is it? Because times were hard in Vietnam.
Right.
This is an interesting stat. When times are harder,
More childbirth?
people have more childs. Yes, more children. When things are good, going good, and society's flourishing, people have less children. That's what they said about Greece and Rome. When society was flourishing, they actually had a problem with the birth rate.
Interesting.
Yes. So when times are hard, people actually have more children because they say, "Hey, we need to build an army to
We
get
need
through
help
this.
around the house.
We need help around the house." Exactly. But when things are good, we're like, "Man, I want to use my money and go on vacations and do this," right? So yeah, dude, girls have problems, but it's not. It doesn't come with sleeping. It comes with finding a man that they actually love and having a relationship with him and getting married to him. That is a woman's problem. Because if we look at here's another thing. It says, well, we'll end it with this. A woman who slept with 122 college students in 3 weeks explains how she did it. Like, wow, she had to explain how the fuck she slept with 122 college students. Like, that's a huge accomplishment.
Another
you see
hook.
this, Brian?
Another hook. For reals? Wait, what? Woman who slept with 102 college students in 3 weeks. Dang. Numbers, bro. What is that? 3 weeks?
No, so what before my input, what do you think about this, Brian?
I think she's just trying to get attention.
Okay, so what do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. But
Yeah. Okay. So basically, a woman who slept with 122 college students, and she's explained how she did it. Like, it's such a big accomplishment. She doesn't have to do anything. A woman just has to raise her hand and be, "Who wants to fuck me?" And she's gonna find someone who wants to fuck her. And it's 122 college students. College students are horny ass dudes. They will bang a fucking 5.
So,
and
wait,
she's pretty hot. I mean, she's not bad.
122 guys in 3 weeks. So 21
in
days.
3 weeks, yeah.
122 dudes divided by 21 days. That's like almost 6 guys a day.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
It takes absolutely zero skill for a woman to have sex with men. So for her to come on here and say that, hey, I slept with 102 college students in 3 weeks and explain how I did it. Like, bro, you don't even have to explain. Everyone just understands.
Yeah, you got the goods.
A hoe's gonna be a hoe. It's so easy to be a hoe. You don't need to have any skill. You don't have to have any social skill to be a woman and fuck 122 dudes. It's literally no skill. No skill involved.
Yeah.
A guy will bang you without even talking to you, without knowing your name. He's got to take a look and be like, yeah, I'll smash. And then if you give him it easy, he'll take it. You show up naked to his room, I'm telling you, he's like, all right, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, people aren't disciplined.
What do you mean they're not disciplined?
I'm just kidding.
Let me tell it. A college students, 122 college students.
Yeah.
You're telling me like a college age dude isn't going to turn down free pussy?
And then you think about it too, based off of our conversation, like of the number of incels, right? So some of these guys are probably like, oh, this might be my only shot, my only chance. I got to get it. Boom. Right? So, yeah.
There we go, dude. Exactly.
Modern times, bro. It's messy out there.
How easy is that, man? Like out of 122 dudes, how many of them are insults? Like, yeah, I'll bang a washed up 40-year-old, good looking chick. Why not?
I guess to end it, right? I feel like with a lot of like the topics we talk about the past few weeks too, it's just like it seems like nowadays it's just there's a lack in substance, like in music, like in
dude, 100%. I agree with that with music,
in food, like everything, like content, like dating. Oh, what? It's not recording? Why are you giving me that expression, bro?
No. I just had.
You had an idea, or the last time you had that expression, we weren't recording.
No. My expression comes from another bookmark that I had on Twitter when you said about the music.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, this is the music is big.
Dude, like the Kendrick and Drake beef.
It's not a real beef.
That
bro.
ain't beef, bro.
It's not a real beef. They're just getting attention.
They're trying to get traction again.
Exactly,
yeah, but the lyrics, like I don't know. I think I might be stuck in my my 90s hip hop, but just the substance, bro. Nowadays, it's lacking in a lot of aspects.
All right, let's end it with this, bro. Brian, when you said the music, I had it on my Twitter bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
This is the black culture right here, okay? Fuck, I'm going to read the lyrics because we don't have audio in here, okay? Fuck a plan B. Them little shits don't even work. Let them nut all in my guts, and then I go and pop my perk. This is a black chick rapping this anyways, okay?
Is that Sexy Red?
I don't fucking know who this bitch is, but whatever, man. Let them nut all in my mouth. I think I got some on my shirt. Kept my $50 and I went and blew it on some yerks. I have no idea what a yerk is. Yeah. Word around town say I'm the hottest in the city. Pussy good as fuck. I guess that's why he turned me into a Twinkie. Jesus fucking Christ. Threw this pussy on him. Then I went and popped the plan B. All right. So how the fuck I'm pregnant? Nah, I think this little test tweaking. Jesus fucking Christ. That is just so unsophisticated.
Savage,
I don't understand.
Bro.
They're savages, bro.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
Some double entendres in that those stanzas though.
So you're talking about, you're saying she had bars?
Well, she got a couple, but like but could have been AI generated or something, right?
No, okay, that Twinkie line was a bar. Oh no, he turned me on, turn my pussy into a Twinkie. I'm like, all right.
The plan B in the first line, but anyways, like dude, yeah, substance. I think a lot of things are lacking substance. For the people that are trying to date out there, look for some substance. Try to build genuine connections, right? I think that's what it boils down to. And if you can't get it the first 2-3 times, don't feel defeated. It's just that's the name of the game. Very few people hit the mark on the first or 2 tries. Actually, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I do want to expound on that when you said find a genuine connection, because I think many young guys out there, most of what they want is sex, is sleeping, and that's where I was. I was definitely too caught up in sex. And
I remember back then we were just like, dude, like, and you're just like, yeah, like, I'm just experiencing it, and it's like, okay, you'll see, and it's like that for everyone, I think.
Exactly. So I'm just going based off my experience, where all I wanted to do was get multiple leg counts, notch counts. Oh, I just want to fuck 10 chicks. That's my number one goal, whatever. And yeah, now that I have a wife, it's like, bro, what a woman can provide you, the sex is like a very small part of it.
Oh yeah, it's an afterthought once you actually build the relationship. Or
exactly.
Like you have it. It's like you're probably never gonna get head again. Like it's just the.
No, I'm not saying for.
But No, I hear you. I definitely hear you. There's a whole bunch of different things at play, right?
Well, I want to be, because like at the same time, I'm a little misogynistic, okay? At the same time, whatever they can give, I mean, you can always find it somewhere else. But the main thing they can give you is a baby and a family. That is the greatest thing they could give you, okay? But because like sex, you could just buy it from a prostitute, you know, anything. A massage, you buy it from a prostitute. But like their love and emotional care towards you, that means a lot to a
Yeah,
lot of guys. So a lot of guys are
absolutely.
very lonely. And having someone that actually cares about you and, you know, supports you, that's a huge plus. And just the genuine connection where I understand it now, where there was one time where Brian said, "No, Brandon, dude, you gotta realize that you're building something with this person." And I said,
Gay.
"Yes." I said, "Bro, that's gay. What are you talking about building? What, a chick? A chick doesn't build with you. You could build your life by yourself and the chicks just come." Which I still believe, but at the same time, what a Brian really means is like going through life with someone
Yeah.
and actually, you know, having memories with this person and your family. You know, that's a great thing. I just got off a cruise. First time going on a cruise with my family. And great experience, you know?
Yeah, man.
Like after the cruise, when I had to go back to work, and I'm thinking like, man, I missed time with my family. It was really, it's special, you know? So yeah, those are the things you should think about before, and not be so enamored with the sex. Because if you're so enamored with the sex, I'm telling you, it's actually gonna, you know, what's the word I'm going? Instead of attracting them, it's
It's like pushing them away type of thing.
pushing them away.
Like,
exactly.
Just not a turn off, but it's kind of just
It's
like
a turn off. It is a turn off. Yeah, if you're too, you know, motivated by sex, it's just gonna, yeah, they're not gonna be attracted to that.
for sure.
So yeah, bro.
Yep.
All right, that's good.
All right, let's do it.
Anything else you want to add on before you go? You plug your shit. Plug your shit.
Approved with Brian.
Approve with Brian. Where at? Instagram.
Instagram, my website. No, yeah, that's it. That's it for this week.
All right, guys, follow me on Instagram, BrandonVDang at Instagram. Dude, I should. It's better to just I feel just like to hire someone to post for you. That'd be so much better.
Oh, if you have the funds to do so, yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, hire someone from like India, Vietnam, bro. It'd be cheap.
Get smart with your resources.
Yeah. But that's it for this week's show. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Laters. You need someone to be doing that.
Yeah, I need a producer.
Yeah, we do need it.
Producer.
We do need it.